Welcome to the Moore Center Community Spotlight. I'm your host, Teresa Dinesi. Today we're visiting with a longtime Moore Center friend and former board member. Welcome, Mike Benton.
Welcome, Teresa. Thank you for having me, Teresa.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here.
Very good to be here, and feel honored actually to have an opportunity to talk about what the Moore Center does.
Oh, thank you. So you're president and CEO of Genavix Corporation. Tell us a little
Correct.
bit about what Genefix does.
We're a lifestyle preventative care company. What we've done is we started at the Executive Health and Sports Center about 10 years ago, developing health screenings and assessments where you can take things like your outcomes, your health risks, and turn them around through proper nutrition, exercise, behavior modification. And so we've developed programs and strategies for people to not only join fitness facilities, but then go off and improve their life with the proper coaching and support structure that they need at a community level. So we're now in about 10 states and growing, and very excited about the future in terms of fighting obesity and health and well-being in our communities.
And some of those facilities locally include?
Oh, sure. The Works, Hampshire Hills, the Executive, Cedardale, Weymouth Club, many clubs in the Northeast. That's the founding members. Up in Maine, we have Saco Sports and Fitness. So a lot of facilities are now adding the additional health coaches and practitioners to support this type of movement.
Wonderful. So you are just coming off of being a board member at the Moore Center. How long were you a member of the board?
3 years, although the time flew.
Yeah.
It was such an exciting. I had little really knowledge other than I knew that they did great things just from meeting Paul. But after getting on the board and really understanding the impact that the Moore Center has in our state, it's profound. And having a bit of autism in my own family, just knowing what's required and seeing that type of structure here in our state, we should all be very fortunate to not only have a legislature that supports and funds, but then an organization like the Moore Center that delivers. And they do it so well. They do it so impactfully. And it's, depending upon who's in office, right? It's not always there's a challenge, but that's where Paul and his staff
Paul Boynton.
Yeah. Just an unbelievable warm human being who's passionate about what he does, and any culture of an organization really stems from its leadership. And we're very fortunate in our state to have him.
Absolutely.
What
drew you to board service with the Moore Center? How did that come about?
Well, Dick Anagnos and I don't know if you know Dick Anagnos and Arthur Sullivan, they invited me to dinner, to lunch actually, I had no idea. And they made the ask, and of course you can't say no. To either Dick or Arthur, but as time went on, this would have been something. I mean, if I had the time, at the present time, I really need to step down with some of the local services that I'm doing as things are growing more national on the Genavix side.
As far as nonprofits go in the community, what sort of sets the Moore Center apart, in your opinion, in terms of how the Moore Center operates or how their mission is based?
I think they're not as focused at driving fundraising activities as they are in their mission. I mean, I think all non-for-profits have to focus, but when you dig down, they have one or two great events, the garden party being one, which is just so much fun.
Yeah.
And Arthur Sullivan, of course, is just such a powerhouse in getting that, and any other staff that drive it. But it's just, you have those one or two events, but the most part, when they talk about what they do, they're also showing you what they do, so it's very impactful. It's very New Hampshire focused. It's not, some of the other organizations that I'm a part of and have been on other boards at a more national level that are not-for-profits, you kind of get lost in their mission as it relates at a national level, where the Moore Center is 100% New Hampshire. And it really fills that gap statewide, that fills that need for so many families. And we always have a wait list, and although we're getting better at clearing that, but it's just such an impactful organization that's a not-for-profit in our state.
So as you have rolled off the board with your legacy of service, you're actually also passing the baton to your son, Justin,
right,
who has just become part of the board. What does that mean to you as a dad and as part of the organization's roots?
Well, my son is sometimes I wonder who his father is, and I kid him in that regard because he's so much smarter than I am. He's so much more capable in areas that I sit back and I'm incredibly proud of him. But he really is his own person, and I think he's going to bring a lot to the community. He and his wife Erica are young parents. They live in Bedford as well, and they really do get the mission of the Moore Center, not just through me, but because once again, just our issues in our own family. But they have a passion, they have a heart for what the Moore Center does, and I think he's going to bring a young perspective to the board. Not that everybody on the board is old. I didn't mean to make that statement. Sorry, Dan and others on the board. But he's young. He's energetic. He gets this whole internet thing and the whole social media, and they want to do some things with the Executive Health and Sports Center as it relates to road races and just kind of lend those resources to help.
Part of the new era.
The new era, absolutely. Where he teaches me every day. Let's put it that way.
Wonderful.
So, very exciting.
Mike Benton, thank you so much for your time today. We're so honored to have you, and thank you for all that you've done for the Moore Center.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. And once again, thank you for the opportunity to talk today.
Thank you. I'm Teresa Dinesi. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. The Moore Center is a nonprofit statewide organization with a legacy of serving others for over 60 years. We provide compassionate, high-quality, cost-effective services to people of all ages, from early intervention services for children, to programs and services for adults with developmental disabilities, to home care services for seniors wishing to remain independent in their own homes. We also provide training for the human services workforce. To learn more about this award-winning nonprofit organization and its rich history of creating opportunities for a good life, please visit us at morecenter.org.